Good morning everyone, Daniel Miller here. How are you all doing? I welcome you all to my channel, also to this Destiny 1 morning broadcast. So good to see you all here. We are always getting together to watch our characters in our Destiny world, battling the enemies, exploring the territories and finding out for themselves what meaning of life is all about in that wonderful, distant, Bungie created Destiny universe. How was your weekend? What did you do? Did you play some great games? Were you up and about? Did you go to town? Did you have a good night out on Saturday? What were you up to all together? Let me know. Drop us a tweet, send us a message, send us a text, or indeed a chat message here on Twitch. Engage with our community members. Tell us what you've done. Tell us what favourite games you played. Tell us what your co-op was, if you were indeed in Destiny. I watched several vidocs or video documentaries in full by BioWare yesterday, and I have to say I'm probably most excited about Anthem. The reason for that is quite simple. When you watch some of their footage from E3, some of the gameplay, and also the recent trailer and some press release introductions, you get the idea that Anthem is like Destiny, but perhaps with a much greater RPG element in it. I'm not sure what the characters in Javelin suits are going to be like to operate, but the world seems exciting, dangerous, and mysterious, and I think this is going to be very, very appealing to everybody who loves space opera and this kind of sci-fi RPG stroke FPS game. And there were some really, really nasty bosses emerging in there as well, and you had to use all kinds of weapons, and you couldn't do the bosses by yourself, but obviously always in co-op. I think coming back to Mass Effect 2, which is one of the best games of all times, particularly as far as RPG is concerned, there was a bit of criticism launched at BioWare because you could play just one character. There was at the time no multiplayer, and the game was coordinating the other two fighting members. And this obviously completely changed by today, and Anthem will have exactly everything opposite. You are going to be able to choose your own friends, or indeed get people from the game randomly in order to create a fire team of 3, which will be progressing and exploring that distant and very, very mysterious world. The graphics look incredible, and the sound and everything else is just literally mouth-watering. There's a lot of excitement in BioWare about the game because they worked on it for very, very long time, if I'm not mistaken, for almost 10 years, bit by bit, because they thought the technology was not well developed at the time, in order to get everything sorted or done to the degree of satisfaction that the studio would want to have. But we are getting there. Anthem is going to be released in February, obviously, and I simply cannot wait for the game to come out. The documentaries yesterday were really very, very intriguing, and when you have this major big battle in some sort of mysterious cave, this massive big boss emerges, and he has about 4 different growths on his body, and these growths have to be hit because they are the boss's vulnerability, and all 3 characters were hitting those bags with everything they had, inclusive of some nukes and mortars and special weapons, and the boss just simply wouldn't die. And right at the end of the gameplay, you had the main character coming very close to the boss, and then the boss jumping. So what better ending could you have? You really wanted to see how this boss was defeated, and no, you couldn't, because you were to wait until the game was out in February. So thumbs up to BioWare. I'm very, very excited and really waiting for Anthem to come out. There have been some concerns from the industry circles that perhaps the game is a bit too complicated. Maybe the traveling with Javelin suits may not be as popular as expected. I don't really know. These are all predicaments, and I guess some of the rogue elements in the industry would want this game to fail. We, the gamers and the lovers of sci-fi, are not going to allow that to happen. Anthem has been a major bio-investment. It is going to be the 3rd biggest game that they would have produced in the last 10 years. which obviously include Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and we really wanted to succeed. So let's keep an eye on anything coming out of BioWare, shall we? Together with what we do with Bungie. Let's keep an eye on the announcements, maybe new trailers, maybe any new perks coming out of BioWare before the game release, and let's engage, let's buy the game, and let's play it. Because I think what I'll do is I'll schedule Anthem streams prior to its release, and we'll have a clear schedule on the combination of the two. That will be Anthem / Destiny universe. Awesome! I mean, really, it cannot get better than that. I really look forward to that. Right, coming back to my gaming, I've had a very, very good weekend. I had a very lengthy stream on Saturday, which I thought was very, very enjoyable, and we had lots of good co-op team membership and fire team. I mean, lots of co-op gameplay, great fire team membership, several community members that come in, and really, we may have to reschedule Saturday night, maybe even Friday night, because everybody's doing raids and the community is very, very quiet. As you know, my channel is run in order to engage with the community, and I do not really enjoy very, very quiet sessions where, you know, literally nobody comes in and I'm sort of playing the game all by myself. Probably better to choose Elder Scrolls or any other. Maybe I may have to see. I have to work out what games are not played on Saturday night in that kind of massive big co-op like raids, and then maybe we'll have that sort of session at that time. So we have to see what happens, and indeed we are looking forward to more gameplay, and we are going to be engaging with our hunter character again. I had several strikes completed yesterday. I completed Vanguard strikes. I think Ikora has given me another lot of missions. The missions are going to be, I think, heroic strikes, so they are to be done next. But actually, I also wanted to have perhaps 1 or 2 story missions to provide us with a bit of a variety. So let's have a look and see what the future awaits for my hunter. Hello, DJ Oreo, how are you doing? Why do I sound so professional? Well, the answer is simple. I am a professional, so therefore that is the sound and the trademark of this channel. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being part of this community, and indeed I welcome you to the rest of our Destiny members, indeed all other online gamers and online entrepreneurs. Welcome, join my channel and you'll enjoy a lot more of that. This channel is a hub for Destiny veterans at the moment. You will enjoy, if you are a Destiny gamer, a lot of good chats and conversations with people who've been playing it for about 5 years in fact, ever since it was released in beta. And in fact, I'm gathering even some tutors for Destiny. There was one of the community members, Matthias from the US yesterday, who offered his services as a tutor to anybody else who want to know how to get certain raids done, what the strategies there could be, what kinds of secret stashes there are in some various caves. So really, we are going to be having a lot of fun, and if you are interested, join and you'll find out. You know, some of these tutorials with some of the community members are going to be scheduled, so everybody will know. But as this is a relatively new channel, it's been in operation for about 3 months, you know, we are obviously building it, and we are playing by ear, finding out the best times for the schedule and everything else. But actually it is looking and operating a lot better than I originally expected, and we have a very large community of Destiny members participating every day, and we have a regular membership. We have up to 20-30 people coming in every day who are our sort of backbone of membership. DJ is saying, I sound like I should be on Destiny Planet. Well, do I take this as a compliment or not? Because, my dear friend, this forum is moderated, and you know, we are a bit sensitive to certain comments that come in, so beware. And what I was going to say is we are going to be scheduling some of those sessions with our community members, particularly if they are run as a tutorial for the beginners, and they will be done in collaboration with some of the most experienced Destiny gamers out there. So that is going to be absolutely wonderful. I had some requests for collaboration during the weekend. I'll be looking into those and obviously considering whatever might be the best for our channel and for our viewers. As you know, this channel is broadcast on about 16 different platforms. The membership and the viewership is considerable, so all looking good, all looking rosy, and we are there to jump in and explore our destiny world. So let's have a look. We are playing our hunter. He's human male, played by DRBMiller, in other words, myself. There we are back in the orbit. We need to have a look at our inventory, see what we've got and what missions there are. Oh, we have got this one mission I remember from yesterday. Ikora has given us the mission called Gather Chrono Shards from Taken Vex while patrolling Venus. So we are going to go to Venus first of all. We just need to check our kit so that all is in order, and we need to see whether we have some other bounties. Well, without further ado, we'll go back to the Earth. And we are going to our tower. And we'll see what future is going to bring for us, right? I need to get some bounties from Bounty Tracker. Perhaps need to swap some of the bounties, which I currently have. And then we are to proceed to Venus, do some patrolling, collect some Chrono Shards. So a very, very good beginning of the day. Maybe that could be followed up by Siva Heroic Strikes, we'll see. They are also on our list. There we are, back to our beloved planet, and indeed we always end our session by looking at our beloved city, which is there beneath us, and always enjoy a bit of peace and tranquility. But at the moment we are going to be enjoying a lot of high-paced action, and therefore we are proceeding to our Bounty Tracker. Let's see what he has to offer, what bounties there are. We need some bounties for Vex, because the Vex have to be defeated.
Yes, Guardian.
Let's see. Okay, we want that.
Confirmed.
Yeah, special weapon kills. Void weapon kills we won't take because I don't. Oh, Vex defeated, we need that. Let's just delete some of the bounties that are currently there. So that's for strikes, okay. Fallen Mages Ultras defeated. Summon fires with a stolen rune. That's all for the strikes. And what's this? So we are to do all of those later on. Okay, well maybe we'll just go to Zavala and take these. Because we need more of those Vanguard bounties before we get on with those from Zavala. Never mind, we can always pick them up from him again, so it's no big deal. Okay, back to Vendor, and we'll take the rest of the. So that we said Void will not take. Right, Vex defeat equivalent. Higher than Mages. Patrol the moon. I think I got one of these bounties already. Let me just check. I think there was one patrolling the moon already. Grenade kills. Or maybe not. Maybe I brought it back. Not patrol the Cosmodrome. Let's turn that one back. This is when we are going to be doing patrols. I think that looks reasonable. And let's just quickly have a look if he has any other bounties for us.
Open log.
Void weapon kills. Maybe.
Updating schedules.
Just in case. And patrol the moon will leave this site. And what is this? Oh, that's for the medals. Okay, for the strikes we'll come back. Not a problem.
Exchange complete.
We'll come back before we go to do the strikes, because every single time as we complete a mission we debrief with our commander, so that's the idea.
I am instructed to tell you that all Guardians should continue to report information on Oryx to the Vanguard. Transmissions to the reef resuming shortly.
We have somebody who wants to speak to us in a hangar, and that may well be Arak Jalal. So let's see whether this is indeed him. Possibly. Maybe. Surely. It's not him.
Doesn't it?
Working late, Guardian. I hope it helps. We know it will help us all. Thank you. We are in your hands.
This is a hard.
Is there anyone down there?
Inbound Icarus, please link your ghost to tower signal.
Can I actually sit down on a chair? It's a bit annoying. They should have really pretty cool. We'll take a clip of that, shall we? Yeah. So let's take a clip. Excellent, we have got this clip now, and you know why I've taken a clip? Because I've played Destiny for about 700 hours already, and I basically realized that I've never gone down to this deck and I've never seen the button here which can be used for music, and that's awesome. So frequently when you want to chill, relax, forget about troubles, and literally surviving all those hard battles, will come here, have a cup of tea, and have a bit of boogie, dancing to that lovely music. So that's going to be our next step when we are wanting to have a respite. Remember that, my friends. We are going to do that, and it's always good to discover a new spot which you actually didn't even know existed. So there you go. I really didn't know it existed. You know what? There's nobody talk to me in here. I don't know what's going on.
Updating hunter profiles.
So I'm literally wasting my time by coming here. It's not something I want to do. Never mind, we've got our missions allocated and we are ready to commence. See what our mission is. Taken chrono shards. I think this is on Venus, is it not? There we go, taken chrono shards. That is there. Venus, of course. So off we go, up in the air, go to the orbit, and then we'll carry on. So there is going to be a bit of patrolling. We are going to be dealing with the Vex, and after that we are connecting, as we dispense with them, our chrono shards. Right, everyone's ready for our next adventure. Off to Venus. As you can see, we have several missions allocated. There we go, patrol Venus, collect chrono shards, come on, crack on, stand by. And we are advancing to Venus. One of our commanders. As you know, we have several commanders. Or is one of the 6 in Destiny 1. There we are.
Incredible to think Venus was once a bastion of research and learning. Maybe someday it will be again.
Just to bring to your attention, I acquired the new perk on this weapon, which I've been literally waiting for. And this perk is making my scout rifle automatic. So it's full automatic on this perk. It's called full auto. And the Destiny veterans had recommended this particular perk as being one of the best. And they said, well, you really need to get the perk on your scout rifle, and when you get it, it is going to be incredibly deadly. And I think I agree. So let's have a look at that. Weapon parts, motor flight, legendary marks, spin metal, material details. Okay. So the weapon is equipped. I think what I want to do also is equip my... oh yeah, it's already there. Dreadfang. Dreadfang will be good for CQBs, or in other words, close quarter battles. Shotgun? Maybe. But I'm just a bit concerned that I'm still not getting another very powerful hand cannon. I love Mosmosis, but 235 is by far too little compared to what I've got at the moment. And it needs to deal, you know, more successfully with some of the enemies. But I think we'll try it like this, see how it goes. These are obviously some patrols, and we need to engage our beacons. Then we'll get our missions, and then we'll see what there is to do.
New Monarchy has an offer open for any salvage you can bring back. We need to understand our enemies.
Indeed, sir. We are going to proceed with caution. We will destroy the enemy. Victory is in our sights. Over and out. And now we are going to proceed. Remember, with patrolling, you proceed with caution. and you stay in cover at all times. If attacked by many enemies, you run away from them to preserve life and then hit them really hard. You turn around sort of 180 degrees and use the most powerful weapons you've got. You always need to be switched on, and you need to be calm, and you should never ever panic. So remember that. 5 rules for patrolling in any game, inclusive of Destiny. Okay, so I think instead of walking, we are going to be jumping on our Sparrow, just to get to the enemies quicker. DJ Oreo, hello, how are you doing? It wasn't myself, it was my moderator. My moderator decided that this was perhaps a derogatory comment. I apologize if this is not the case. If it's a compliment, I thank you for that. I'll bring that to the attention of my moderator, okay? All good, no offense. But you know, sometimes the comments could be taken in different ways. So thank you if this was a compliment. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And thank you for coming and watching, obviously, my broadcast being part of our community. But if you recall, I did mention on air that the channel is moderated, which means whatever comes in is filtered. So it's not just myself, like, you know, checking out and forgetting about it. It's every message is moderated. So I apologize for that. I'll bring that to the attention of the moderator. But if this was a compliment, that's terrific. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And I indeed look forward to receiving, obviously, more compliments from you and from other community members, which are always appreciated. Anyway, let's engage the enemy. Just trying out the automatic on this scout rifle, seems to be working good. I'm happy. We are collecting those proxy drives. Who's firing? Enemies incoming, 1 o'clock. Probably are down here. Yes, they are. You sniped on them, in fact. Hang on, what's this? This is not sniper. There's my shotgun. Didn't sniper on at all times for these enemies. There we are. He's hiding. But you know what? I'll equip my my sword has nothing just another one. Okay. The enemies have been resolved. But what we really want is those proxy drives, so you know what, we need to carry on. Oh, there they are, didn't have to wait for too long. Annoying, it's just the whole thing deflected. Unlucky, my friend, unlucky. Well, that was quite clever. He's trying to hide and I detected him. So that's all very good. Do we want to go in? Maybe, maybe. So usually lots of enemies down here. Usually there are lots of enemies down here, but let's have a look. Let's see whether we are going to be lucky. It's fast. That enemy up there is... Let's have a look at what our friend is saying here. DJ Oreo says, like you don't watch Destiny Planet, I'm just not used to a small Twitch streamer like yourself getting such quality content. No worries at all, mate. No worries. And you know, if you research Twitch, there are some really absolutely top-notch professionals doing streams. Twitch has grown to an unbelievable level. You know, it has grown exponentially during the last 2 years, and you have some of the biggest firms on the planet using Twitch in order to do streams. They include the game developers and various other people in the industry. So you know, have a good browse and have a look. You'll be able to see. Twitch is becoming one of the most pertinent means of communication on the planet, together with Instagram, and when combined with Twitter, they're mightily powerful in terms of the market economics. So have a look. But you know, you have to be a bit careful with what comments you give and how you communicate, because people really moderate if they are like bigger channels and you have external parties doing that, which is what I had. And then, you know, they can easily, very quickly, just delete new members and that, because they'll consider a comment to be, you know, not particularly friendly for the community. Anything which is considered derogatory or suspicious, etc., is just automatically blocked and deleted. So I apologize, you know, but it's not really just down to myself. Don't know whether you know, but obviously Twitch streamers can use external mods, and this is what I do. Because I have, you know, lots of platforms where this stream is going through, and then they have to be all moderated. I can't do that by myself, and there's no need for it either. So, all right. Anyway, let's carry on with the game. Why is he not dying? Got him, but it's a bit difficult. Don't know what's going on. We want everyone to be up in the air. Well, that's kind of was automatic, but the actual automatic fire is a bit scattered. But very effective and very potent, say like that. So definitely very much of assistance, very useful. Anyway, DJ Oreo, thank you for your compliments. Now they're fully understood after you explained them, so that is really appreciated. Thank you. Let's see if there are some more enemies in there, hopefully. because we still haven't collected anything. That's ridiculous. Look at it. All these enemies wasted, and we better go out and look for those, because you know what? We don't want to spend all day here doing this patrol. I just want to say to DJ Oreo, the reason I use external moderators is very simple. Everything that happens on this channel is fully recorded, you know, that includes audio and all the other content. And then, because it's done through PlayStation, once it goes live on air, like for instance with chats, there cannot be any editing on what came in, you know what I mean? So that therefore protects the content, and obviously you make sure that everything is family friendly and everything else, which is one of the basic rules of this channel, so just let you know. But you know, just the way it's done really. I also can say that very rarely do I get anybody who is you know, raising any eyebrows, so it's all very nice and rosy. But still, you know, because it is a family-friendly channel, one has to be always making sure that the content is fully protected. Look at that, he was really tough. Actually sniped him. Thank you, that was good. There is somebody else in here who is watching my back. Alright, we've got that. That's the spirit, flying up in the air. Oh no, he's gone the other way. Met his untimely and with a slight delay. Well. Quickly evade because they are just about to kill me, right? Where's the captain? As you know, that golden gun is strictly timed, so you have to use your bullets literally within 10-15 seconds, otherwise it's all gone and your super's gone at the same time, which is obviously no fun. There we got some extras. But you know what? I'm not getting any of those. Look at that. That's ridiculous. So many of them. Any of those in there left? Nothing. Still resisting. Well, it looks like these fuse epoxy drives are not here, so I'm wasting my time, and I better maybe load them, you know. No, I don't want to do that. They keep respawning, you know, so... Not happy with that, really. In fact, it does take a bit of time getting used to this weapon, you know? What is happening here? Someone is seriously causing me some problems. Down there, look at them. No, I don't think I have any... I don't have any benefit. DJ Oreo says you should really consider trying to brand yourself a lot. Yeah, I mean that's already what's been done, but you know, the fact is the channel is very new and it's been in operation for less than 3 months, so it's a new project and exponentially growing, so you know, you'll see in half year it will be obviously in terms of the followers looking differently, but I have lots of followers on my other .com entities which are dedicated to film and to music, as I'm obviously the industry professional, and you know, if you look it up online you'll be able to see. But you know, the thing about Twitch overall is, I guess similar to Instagram and other forums, you see people usually... Oh, got so many enemies in there, look at that. What I wanted to say was... what I would say was that a lot of people are just looking at numbers, and if you are running any, you know, online-based entity dedicated to a, you know, particular field, what you want is a number of literally people who are your regulars and who are your dedicated followers who actually come to you every day. And if you were to be coming back to this channel, you will see that the vast majority of those who have subscribed, I mean follow the channel, come here every day. So you know, the focus is attracting people who are enjoying the content and indeed enjoying the game and whatever is being actually offered. I thought I said already that if you wanted to look up the other two entities I have online, which are dedicated to music and to film. This is the third one. You can browse online and find out. It is called DRBMiller Associates. One is film dialogue and the other is DRBMiller Associates. Anyway, you focus on the games, my friend. That'll be better for you. So, what am I doing? I'm killing all these Vex. I'm not getting any of the drives. I'm totally at the wrong place, I think. Find the way for... Actually, what I'll do is... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go back in the orbit. And I will then proceed quicker. Because I think the enemies are not here. DGR is asking me, do you play Destiny 2? Indeed, I do. I play Destiny 2 and I stream Destiny 2, but presently I am basically building my second character, Hunter, in Destiny, and therefore I'm not doing Destiny 2. In Destiny 2 I finished the base game, have a few adventures left, and then I'll have to progress to Destiny 2 Forsaken and, you know, DLC content. And then I'll be obviously taking up annual pass and then doing all the niceties of Season of the Forge, which are currently out there. So step by step, but at the moment Destiny 1 is the main focus of the DRBMiller channel. On the other hand, if you go to the archive, you'll be able to see some Destiny 2 streams as well. I did play Destiny 2 extensively a few weeks ago, but because the base game has been completed, I focus on the second character, Hunter, in Destiny 1, and that was on request of my viewers from Scandinavia. So we have some upgrades. And then my cloak, and that is hand cannon focus. Okay, that's pretty good. Everything else is in order. So I'll go back to Venus and we'll just go back to these patrols. I didn't want to spend time going through you know, all these areas because there's lots of enemies in there, and quite frankly, Deborah is here. Hello Deborah, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you very much for coming back and for watching this channel, for being obviously part of our community. Thank you for coming, and hope you are enjoying the firefights and the content. It's been a good day so far. Not many missions completed. My stream started a bit later than usual, but all looking very good. And presently we are playing this mission, patrolling the Venus, needing to collect some chrono shards. The mission given to us by Cora. I'll tell you exactly what the mission is called. It's
Vex
called...
activity here has been escalating lately. I wonder if that's thanks to us or the Taken.
The mission is called Gather Taken Chrono Shards, right? So we gathered already. That's ridiculous because I've gone and then, right. I can see what I've done wrong. Never mind. We are going to recap rather quickly.
This is Master Rahul speaking on behalf of the Cryptarchs. We will pay for many things that can be collected from this location.
Indeed, sir. We are going to collect the chrono shards. We are going to destroy the enemy. The victory is in our sights. Fear God, honor the King. Over and out. So we are now needing to go back, but I'm not going to go inside these buildings because, you know what? Inside there are no chrono shards. So I'm just literally whacking the enemy and getting no benefit at all whatsoever, which was obviously no fun. We always want to get some rewards, right? And also have some bounties in there. But mind you, one bounty with the Vex destroyed was alright. look at him. Oh no, that's another friendly. Okay. Not too bad. I think I got some of those out there. Taken lieutenant. There is another. Oh yeah. This is what we need. Taken chrono shards. Okay, maybe we've taken. Maybe we are going to be a bit more lucky with them. Second hope. And indeed, isn't this beautiful? We are already in possession of what? Well, we are not in possession of the ones we need. Don't understand why now. Missed him completely. It's gone into the river. Right. Collect Spirit Bloom. I'm already feeling a lot better. 2 of those are here. Semi-hidden. So, you know, always good to be stockpiled with those. But you know what? I'm really now a bit perturbed as to where I can get my chrono shards. Annoying, really, isn't it? No. There we are. Oh no, there's a window in there. All completed successfully. But still no chrono shards. I'll just have a look at the inventory because we've been taken chrono shards. Oh, but that's correct. So that's what we need to do. Right, so what am I doing? Oh no, I've got it. There's 2 different things. There is one which is related to the current patrol, and then the other, which is basically the mission objective. And I guess what I've done wrong is basically by taking up that patrol beacon. It doesn't matter, it's like 2 things at once. Come on, hurry up. Because we're gonna be here all day, we need to do all these strikes. I'm not bother with these because they keep respawning. Head-on collision, nearly. Lovely, beautiful. But now we won't taken, and the taken are not here. Nice and easy, but no taken. No. So look for taken because they have chrono shards. No, 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 no. He went into the abyss. Definitely not what we wanted to see. This is turning out to be much longer quest than expected, but you know, don't know why. Simply can't find Taken anywhere. Hopefully this other section of the island will provide us with a few more enemies, we'll see. That was a close shave. Face the facts. This place in here I've never visited, so what is this? Any chests in there? Not really. Really bizarre. Where the Vex? I mean, where the Taken? Come on. I'm not here. Gone to the wrong section of the island. DJ Oreo has a proposition. Can you please private message me? Don't put it here in a public forum. Private message me with your proposition. I'll respond in due course. I cannot respond to private messages whilst I'm broadcasting. Thank you. Really annoying. I'm not getting anywhere with this. I want to do strikes as well, so this is dragging on. I apologize, but you know, what can I do? We need to find us Taken, and they're not here. Matthias is here. Hi Matthias, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hope the celebration last night went really well. That all was rosy. Hope you were not late because we were, you know, the Okay, these ones are resolved, but I think Matthias said you need shanks. Well, it looks like shanks. Yeah, they are. They're here for that patrol, but it's a bit of sort of twofold mission. One is shanks, and the other is taken. Taken have chrono shards, and there we go. Shanks have. Where's he gone now? Missed him. Okay. We want to collect. Oh, that's good. Taken are coming. We wanted to see that. Of course. And we want some of this stuff as well. Matthias says he's actually getting ready for work. Of course, in the US it's quite early. Well, thank you so much for coming and saying hello. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Hope the celebs last night went well. Hope all was good. And yeah, this has been a very good morning so far. Early afternoon, in fact, now. Thank you, missions. I'll be doing some strikes later on after I complete this, and then we'll try to do some story missions as well. So. What's going on? Die. Couldn't see the shield, probably. Well, thanks very much to Matthias for coming in, literally just before going to work. Really appreciate it, thank you. In fact, what I can say is I talked about your expertise on air, and I said that perhaps sometimes we may do like tutorials, you know, if you fancy that. What is going on? I'm being encircled. It's ridiculous. DJ Oreo, send a tweet. Send a tweet with your proposal, and I'll respond to it in due course. Matthias is asking, you're trying to kill the taken boss. No, it's just literally collecting chrono shards. It's part of that Ikora's mission, so it's not really anything major. Coming back to what I said, I mentioned on air that you have expertise on, you know, raids and strikes and various other things. So maybe if the viewers come in, we might set up like a tutorial, and you know, you'll be able obviously to tell people what to do. We have like a walkthrough in similar way to what we've done yesterday. We'll see what people say. You know, might be good fun. Cool. Thank you. I mean, we sort of spoke a bit yesterday, so it was okay for me to obviously offer it, and you know, we'll see what the response is. And I think it could be really, really good fun, because a lot of people come in here and they ask for raid partners. You know, so it will be very much of interest to the guys that are kind of going up the ladder. Obviously myself as well. Matthias says it's been a long while since he was doing tutorials in Destiny 1. He's quite happy to do it again. Don't matter, it could be Destiny 2. You know, I think as you have expertise on literally every aspect of gameplay, I'm quite certain that depending on what the viewers really request, we could do something and schedule it. You know, we can plan. It doesn't have to be immediate. It could be after Christmas or so. It's always good fun to have something which is really, you know, very focused and full of expertise, because the quality content is what viewers like the most, and it is always greatly appreciated. Matthias says, now Destiny 2 I'm quite good, but I have not tried the new raid yet. No problem at all. And Destiny 2 is still evolving, you know. It's really a game which is expanding with all the goodies. You have to see, you know, what will happen at the end as well. Season of the Forge only started last week, so... May I just ask you, is there another game that you are also acquainted with at the moment? Is there another game that you are sort of playing all the time? I just talked about Anthem early on, and I really look forward to Anthem. I watched some vidocs, you know, the video documentaries done by BioWare yesterday, and they were really exciting. I'm not sure as to why there's a big sort of, you know, sword of Damocles hanging over the head, because there are lot of kind of negative rumors in, you know, in the well, coming from the industry regarding the release. So perhaps the game's not going to work hard, perhaps it's going to be really bad. And, you know, I think, what's the idea? What's looking bad about Anthem? I don't really understand. It looks really absolutely mouth-watering and incredibly exciting. Must be the competitors really rigging it, you know? Are you playing Fallout 76? How are you finding it? A lot of people complained about, you know, glitches and many other problems there. So I'm quite curious to hear whether you experienced any difficulties. So you're loving it? Finally, I got them all. These guys are so annoying. Matthias says, I was also a survival horror speedrunner. Alright. Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil, The Walking Dead, right? All the nice, difficult survival horror games. Before Dawn as well, I think it's Before Dawn, right? Lots of very good games out there. And also, I guess, The Last of Us, right? You played The Last of Us. Absolutely amazing. Really look forward to the Last of Us 2. In fact, The Last of Us 1 Remastered is accessible through PlayStation Now services, and I tested the services a few weeks ago for the promotional purposes, and really it was just astonishing, the quality of graphics and everything just to the stream. You know, it wasn't even accessible for downloads, but really good stuff. I'm trying my new automatic perk on Keystone, which I got the other day, yesterday in fact, and it works quite well, I have to say. The funny thing is, trying to win a battle and then, you know, read chat messages and talk to community on various platforms is a bit of a challenge, as you could imagine. Matthias says, it isn't perfect but by any means, but I have always enjoyed Fallout games, and if you play it with friends it's quite enjoyable. You know what, Matthias, I couldn't have agreed more. I absolutely adore Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I played Fallout right from the word go when they released the first game, Fallout. I think it was in the 90s on PC. I've not played Vegas, and I've not played 76s yet, but I think a lot of the news that come out, particularly right at the beginning, severely biased. I can't really understand as to why all Fallout 76 members would be so disappointed. I mean, there've been some glitches, but also Bethesda were doing something very admirable and also very difficult, doing beta testing literally before the release, and then wanting to really take on board all the the suggestions coming in from community members, and inevitably having very, very little time, probably about 48 hours or so, was posing major difficulties. And it will be resolved. The game's going to be around. Fallout 76 is there to stay for years to come, and they will be doing expansions and everything else. But I was surprised that during the first week, it's about 4 or 5 days after the release date, they were offering it on 50% off, during the Black Friday weekend, which was unusual for a brand new game. Coming back to your other comment, you said Silent Hill was my series of choice. Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I talked about Silent Hill, I think it was it yesterday? During the weekend, definitely, through other portals, not Twitch, but I think it was on Twitter. I can't remember what it was, but there was some communication going on about Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2. Oh, yeah, I remember. I think videogamer.com said they wanted Silent Hill to be remade, in similar fashion to Resident Evil 2, brand new graphics and everything else, but they wanted basically the story to be exactly the same, like in the original. And I was then communicating with them and a few other community members on this issue, and I remembered my game time whilst doing Silent Hill 1, which was on PlayStation 1. And I remember, I tell you what, you'd be interested to hear, at that time, which was in the 90s, I had my first major home cinema set up, and then we watched, myself and various friends, Silent Hill 1 on major big screen, which was done through the projector, and with at that time I think it was 12 speakers, and I tell you, that was quite of all times. I had Silent Hill 1 on the PlayStation original and watched through my projector home cinema, 12 speakers. At the time was just second to none, believe you me. We'll catch up next time, Matthias. Thank you very much for coming, and I wish you a very good and successful day at work, and obviously a very good and successful week ahead, which is obviously starting today. Have a good one. We'll speak soon. And thank you so much for coming back and participating, obviously, with my broadcast and contributing to this channel. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. And thank you for yesterday. Really appreciate it. I've not really presented highlights as yet, but I'll do that later today. They'll be up and running. You'll be able to have a look. I'll drop you a line when I do that, which is going to be tonight, I think. Have a good day, sir. Right, so we are to carry on with the mission. As you can see, our community members are coming in and requesting, communicating and engaging with myself and everyone else, all the other viewers. As said, Matthias is an expert on Destiny. We had a tutorial on how to do one of the missions last night, and it was very, very enjoyable. I will basically extract that mini tutorial and I will post it in my highlights, so you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to use it for your own benefit as well. If you're looking for some tips on how to use certain weapons, how to acquire some exotics and legendaries, all will be there. And in addition to that, for that specific mission, it is a fantastic walkthrough, because Matthias was telling me how to do the mission if I was to be doing it on the normal or indeed the hard difficulty level. So when you go there, you'll be able to get all the tips, and everything you need to know. And the actual mission is very difficult, particularly if you're playing it on the hard level. It's very difficult. You have to have a lot of power, and indeed you need to have knowledge on what to do. Right, so let me have a look at our progress in here. Still not really as good as it should be. for some reason there has been no extra collectible. Oh, there we are. Okay. So where are those taken now? Whilst I was talking to Matthias, taken had come and gone, and this was not at all appreciated, right? Right. Have you watched Terry Gilliam's, what was the film called? The one that bombed a couple of years ago. Jim Broadbent does this. Right. It's so funny. The film's not as bad as the set either. I'll look it up later. I can't remember the title now. Terry Gilliam makes weird and wonderful films, but they're not everybody's cup of tea in the same way as Monty Python's not everybody's cup of tea. So I don't know what you guys remember, but initially they were really receiving a rather frosty reception. But as they took off worldwide, then in Britain we become a bit, you know, more accepting of some of the jokes. Seen as a bunch of eccentrics. But obviously acquired a cult status and absolutely admired and enjoyed by so many people worldwide. I like those knife throwing kills, they're really good. But you know what, I'm just gonna hover back here because it looks to me the enemies I need to hit are coming up here. And that's really good. I keep forgetting this is again automated. So okay, so this mission is complete.
I'll let the city know we secured it all. Should bring a nice reward.
Right. So proxy thingy has been collected, and what I do need is Taken chrono shards. So without further ado, I need to find Taken. And I'm not going to be looking for patrols because this is not what I want. Come on, you know, the funny thing is, when you want Taken, then they're nowhere to be seen. And when you really don't want them, they come from everywhere. Such is life in this Destiny universe. Lots of beacons in here, but I'm not going to bother. What I am going to bother is Taken. Alright? Been there before, hang on, maybe I need to go up. You know, this is so annoying that what seems to have been quite a quick patrol with very easy tasks turns out to be so lengthy. We didn't expect that. But then again, as Destiny, you never know what you get around the corner. Easy missions turn out to be very difficult and vice versa, and this is what makes this world beautiful, replayable, and thoroughly enjoyable. This way. DJ says He's not much of a Twitter user. So what's the trouble with Whisper? Just send Whisper there. But otherwise, if you're looking for Twitter, what you do is... Hold on, I need to do this first because I'm gonna get killed otherwise. I'll tell you in a moment, DJ. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you in a moment what you need to do. Let me just deal with the enemies, then I'll tell you. Yeah. If you want to find out where my Instagram, Twitter, Steam and all the other things are, go to Twitch and then go to the information tab. Right? So you have like videos and information and various other highlights, and go to the information tab on my Twitch, right? On my profile, Twitch profile. And then when you click on information, then you will get the banners for each one of those. So you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, Steam, you know? So when you go to Twitter, just send a tweet. But why is the Whisper not working? The Whisper should be working in here. Click on my username on Twitch and send Whisper, you know? Click on the username and it says Whisper, and then it should come. If it's not working, maybe it's my moderator. Because, you know, the moderator had muted you for a little while early on, and therefore maybe the moderator is still keeping the tabs. I don't really know. I'll tell you what, hang on. If you have a proposal, yeah? If you have a proposal, what you do is you send me an email. I'll give you now my email here. I think the email is also available through those portals, but to shorten up, I'll just write it down for you. There. So this is for... No, you cannot, no. No proposals, no business proposals discussed in a public forum, none. This is the email. So send your proposal to DRBMiller.gaming@gmail.com. Yeah? You have to understand, sir, this is not a private chat. This is a public broadcast which goes to about 16 different platforms. All said is recorded and archived. So business proposals and any other business discussions are not to take place here. We don't have discussions on politics. We don't have discussions on current affairs, on sports, you know. It's just not really appropriate for this channel. So any form of suggestion of that type needs to come in privately, and therefore it will be filtered through by the moderators and then given to me if appropriate. So send an email and then cool, no worries. Because, you know, there's a difference between having a private chat on Skype and having a public broadcast which is watched by thousands of people worldwide. So, you know, I mean, obviously we have to adhere to certain rules. The rules are quite clearly specified. If you click on chat, you'll get a pop-up. It tells you what the house rules are. There's just a few. So keep this in mind. I can't really spend more time on this. So basically, if you have a proposal or any other business ideas or anything, send them to that email, right? Have an email account, send them to the email, and we'll have a look. So that's no problem. Yeah? All right. Well, thanks very much. Thank you. I look forward to receiving your email. Cool. No worries. And we are continuing with our mission, and I think that's quite good because we do need to get some of this stuff. So let's make sure that we get it here. Actually, Matthias was right. It looks to me like there will be a boss in here. But maybe not the big boss, you know. It's just like one of those. Because the Taken have respawned. I don't really know. We'll have to see. They're respawning now quite frequently. He didn't have much damage. Look at that. Alright, so let's see. There's some collectibles in here. And that's quite good that they're respawning. We'll be able to complete this, which is excellent. Okay. All hurrying along. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It went right into this bubble and they're all gone. It's just the way we want it to be. Come on, more Taken. We still have a few more, I think. Still not finished, right? Oh, 30? This is gonna take a little while. I'm gonna be playing this the whole day. No. I thought this was going to be really nice and easy and, you know, we collect those quickly and that's it. But apparently... What is this? Wait a minute, what is going on? I Oh, he was affected after all by that, which is good. But you know what, maybe I need to go into that cave, I don't know, maybe we'll find something in there. Because I've been here several times. It's not the one. No. All of that's been resolved. So we need to collect those chrono shards, but they're not coming. I only collected about 10, I need to collect 30. Wish somebody else was here. Well, if Matthias was here, he would have told me. He would have known that this was the task. Sometimes the taken could be placed elsewhere. So many enemies. Difficult, right? Well, difficult but not impossible, so there you go. You know what? I need to have a short break, make a hot drink. Sonatal is here. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for coming, thank you for watching my channel, and thank you for being part of our community. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoying the firefights. At the moment it is... Oh, no. They nearly got me to get away. Basically the mission I'm playing at the moment is gather the chrono shards, collected 9 out of 30, but the taken that are in possession of chrono shards are not coming my way, so you know they're hard to find, and that is a problem at the moment. Oh, we've got Into the Void completed, the bounty is there. We'll cash it at the end of our mission, as always. Where is he? I hate that. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Got him. He's really hitting me with precision. How do I get there? He has that fusion rifle, which is very deadly. This was him. Right, so that's been resolved. But we don't have any taken in here either. Look at that. Having some brew and munching away in here. How awful. How ghastly. How detestable. How ferociously inhospitable. Back here, I remember that. I've played it several times and always feels a bit like a maze, you know, just walk around and never can find my way around to this, but never mind, I'll have to get out of here. No taken for me, and that is a waste of time. House banners. I got house banners in here. Well, as you could see, I'm literally doing away with all these enemies, but not succeeding in what is most important, and that is collecting those chrono shards. And the reason is very simple. The Taken are not emerging in here, and therefore I'm leaving this area. I've had enough of it. There were some taken in there, and I have collected some chrono shards, but not as many as I wanted. So come on, take and bring them on. Again the same problem. Missed him. Sekapupu is here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you here, my friend. Thank you for coming and obviously coming and watching my broadcast. Thank you. Did you have a good weekend? Were you engaging Destiny 3 Forsaken, Season of the Forge? Lots of veterans go back to me saying that they were grinding it. It was quite difficult with the power levels. I've not gone that far, so I'm not sure, but you know, Captain Jack and iGoose and the other guys from the US, they've been doing it. I think Captain Jack said he was doing it for 10 hours or so the other day, or 12 hours even. I don't remember exactly, but it seemed like a long grind. There we are. So that's good. Ten. $11. Oh, he's there. At long last, I've come back to the area which is respawning them, so that's really good, and hopefully we are going to be able to polish it off in no time. That's very powerful. Bring down, collect another. Stays that grass everywhere, easy to lose sight. DJ Oreo is asking whether I've seen his tweet. No, I have not seen your tweet. I'm in the middle of public broadcast and I will have a look at it once the broadcast is over. Just like I said early on. And then I will respond to your tweet in due course. Alright. DJ says, okay, no worries. No worries at all, none. Just that you know, I have to appreciate, because it's being streamed on different platforms, I can't do everything at once. And as you could see, there are different people coming in with comments on different platforms, and then doing gameplay and talking to everyone is, you know, taking a bit of time and effort. So I will get back to you, don't worry about it. I'll just have a short break now. Hang on. I want to be possibly in a different area because the Taken are respawning in here. So I'll just go here. DJ Oreo says he totally understands. Yeah, no worries, no problem. You know, sometimes people don't realize, because Destiny is played through many different networks, and you get Xbox people coming in, PlayStation people, PC people, you get people playing on PC directly through Bungie, and then frequently they don't have the vision of, you know, a public broadcast, because most of them will play obviously in private matches or one against one or one with another, which is not shared with others. Public broadcast has got very different auspices, you know, and there are different rules in here. And although this is a new channel, it is a very busy channel, and it's streamed on different platforms, which means a lot of people are watching. The trouble with a public broadcast is that everything is recorded. So if any comments or anything else comes in which is perhaps, you know, not seen as family friendly, or in some instances seen as offensive or defamatory, then obviously action has to be taken. However, they're still, you know, they are recorded, and as you could see on the PlayStation chat, although you can moderate on Twitch, the PlayStation is just recording it as it is. So even if you are moderating certain things on Twitch, PlayStation display will keep exactly the same, you know, kind of chat as it was when, you know, when typed. And as I said, therefore the external moderators have to be involved. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. It is obviously helping us to uphold certain rules and so on. I'll have a short break, my friends, literally for a couple of minutes. I need to go to the toilet, I need to make a hot drink, and indeed I will be back very shortly. We'll continue with this mission, we'll continue with the collection of chrono shards. Let's have a look how many we've got at the moment. I think it's about 19, 20. Okay, we still need 10 extra. 11. We are going to do that very, very shortly. So just bear with us, have a cup of tea. Well, just when I said that, the enemy had detected me. So no break for me. Need to find a better spot, I think. The question is where. That will be death. Maybe here, we'll see. Hiding in the grass. Have a cup of tea, have a biscuit, stretch a bit, have a breath of fresh air, and I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes.
we might have a problem.
Hello my friends, I'm back. I'm sorry to keep you waiting a bit. There was something else I had to do in here which was not really channel related, and unfortunately it took a bit longer than I expected. I could see that the game booted me out, which is extremely annoying considering it took a long while to get those chrono shards. But I'll have to redo it again, so I apologize for that. But never mind, we'll get them. And oh, Captain Jack is here. Hello, how are you doing, sir? Very good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching my broadcast, being here with us. It's been a busyish morning, afternoon so far. We had quite a few people coming in, and I'm very, very glad to see that some of our veterans are always here, always coming and saying hello. We've had another veteran from the US, Matthias, who joined recently and just directed at Captain Jack. We have talked about the possibility of him running some tutorials for raids and for various other things. He was tutoring me yesterday on a particular mission, and I will basically cut out that section and present it as highlights on my channel. It's going to be very useful for the beginners and for everyone else who wants to learn about the more advanced approach to the game. And Matthias was absolutely phenomenal, really, with all the descriptions. Not just that he was telling me what to do in terms of that particular mission, but he also talked about the bow difficulty levels. So the walkthrough is going to be absolutely perfect for anyone who wants to do it either on normal or hard difficulty. And he was basically telling me exactly where certain bits of kit are going to be for collection, where the boss was going to appear if we were playing it on hard difficulty level. And it was absolutely terrific. So literally a real joy to listen to and indeed to participate. So thank you Captain Jack, for coming. And we have lots of veterans coming here every day, which is really to my great pleasure. Very, very happy to see that you guys are enjoying our community chats and discussions. And indeed, as the channel is growing, we'll have many, many more to come. So I've got some upgrades, and let's see what these upgrades are. On my primary, I have another perk, and this perk is small ball, increased range and stability. Okay, so that's pretty good as well. Another engram I picked up. Engrams. Okay, so we are back to Venus. And this is quite an annoying mission, I have to admit, because the chrono shards, which I need to collect, are slow coming. I thought I'd be able to get them in no time, but I guess similar to the other patrol on Dreadnought, where we had to collect helium flakes, 40 of them, unless we knew exactly what chests there were with those helium flakes, you know, it'd be very, very difficult to do quickly. So let's try to do that as quickly as.
Vex activity here has been escalating lately. I wonder if that's thanks to us or the Taken.
Captain Jack says, good old Destiny 1 grind. Absolutely, sir. Matthias actually told me over the weekend when I was doing that Dreadnought mission that it will take a long while before I get it, because I don't have the perk on one of my weapons, which would indicate on one of my subclasses, which would indicate basically where those oh, look at that. I don't have the perk indicating where those chests are, meaning I'm tapping in the dark and the whole thing will take me quite a bit, so there you go. This one is similar, but I collected 19 already, so hopefully we are going to be able to do a bit more. Keen Scout, that's the one. Indeed, that's the perk. Keen Scout, yeah. That's right, for Night Stalker Hunter, yeah. Again, there's no Taken, you know, it's really annoying because I'm trying to get Taken in order to collect those chrono shards and I'm not getting them. I think I need to go back to the other base. Captain Jack says you can also get ghosts that mark various areas, chests and resources. Really? So this is a special ghost, right? I don't have a ghost at the moment. I think the best bet is that area there where the base is. Because although there are lots of enemies in there, they can keep coming there and then respawning, and I got probably most of my chrono shards from there. So I'll try to do this again. And after that we should play strikes. So that should be very exciting. But it's annoying that, well, I think Captain Jack will know that better than me. As one is progressing to the upper levels of this game, right? Then these patrols with certain finds become a bit more difficult, and the items are harder to find. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think that's what I'm experiencing at the moment. Because in fact these are not like ordinary patrols. You're not picking up beacons, you're literally looking for the items that are being requested by one of the commanders. Well, they're hiding now. Clever game, eh? Ridiculous. I'm being literally turned into your sitting duck. Close range. Captain Jack says, patrols stay the same difficulty no matter your light level. I think I probably didn't formulate that kind of properly. What I meant was, this one is particularly lengthy. It's lengthier to what I would have had before on the ordinary patrols, you know? Because it takes a little while to get those yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted to see. And now we're spawning up there. Yeah. And no chrono shards from the other light. None from these either. So where are the others? These bosses in there, or captains, they're the ones that hold the key to the rest. Because the rest are not giving us anything. Gun. It's a bit of a shame. Look at these weapons, really a bit stiff. There's one more down there. Housebreaking also completed. I got several bounties completed because lots of enemies killed in here. Captain Jack says, in terms of finding quest-based materials, purely it just depends on the quests. Some are really easy, but other like finding the mats for the yeah. You should try Citadel for Chrono Shards. Citadel, right? 10 more I need to get. Well, thank you for the tip, Captain Jack. Really appreciate it. Oh, my hot drink's ready. I nearly forgot about it. Just bear with me, I have some messages coming in on other platforms. Need to see where they are. Lots of activities on Instagram today and overnight, and the reason is very simple. I uploaded 40 images of concept art, and concept art is related to 2 games that I'm currently testing, although not streaming at the moment as yet. The 2 games are The Division, Ubisoft's Mass Effect tactical shooter. Absolutely wonderful game, I love it, I'm loving it. And 20 images of The Division there. And I have also 20 images of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? That is the latest Lara Croft, and obviously you probably would have heard in my podcast that that game is currently offered for free, which is for free trial. You can play several missions and then you can purchase the game if you want. So I downloaded it on PlayStation 4. It's the latest offer coming in this weekend, and I'm testing Lara Croft, the latest Lara Croft adventure as well. So there will be maybe some streams of that. I'll have to see really how it goes, and maybe some shorter streams, because the trial version is not the whole game, it's just like, you know, several missions. But it looked really appealing, I have to say. The graphics and the controls are really quite amazing, and obviously both games are very, very popular, so lots of love shown to those images, which are the images of concept art on my Instagram. So lots of Instagram activity today and yesterday. Everyone watching, just have a look on my Instagram. If you like The Division or indeed Lara Croft, you'll be able to see some of those wonderful images there. Enemies in there, never mind. Silly thing to do, really. Never mind, I just didn't want to die, really, that's all. That Scout Rifle was doing really well with that perk. The perk is obviously making it automatic, and that's been really good. So I'm literally, after testing my hand cannon through many missions, I'm now testing this Scout Rifle, which is Keystone, I think. And that perk, yeah, Keystone. And the perk is, as you could see here, called Full Automatic. And that's really good. And the weapon has become a lot more useful than before. We talked about this, I think Captain Jack recommended that. and therefore I'm using that perk, so that's excellent. Lots of ammunition, but no chrono shards. Yeah, what can I do here? The sniper has really good velocity. It's been really good. Ah, that's ridiculous. Look at that. Deflected and fell into the abyss and dead. No, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to do anything in here either. Just one moment, I want to make my hot drink, because I've been making it ready a few times, and each time I there we are, nicely refreshed. If you ask yourself what is always drinking, he's drinking Nestle Bolero. This is a non-caffeinated drink made of cereals and fiber. Very good, no sugar, and really very good taste as well. Similar to that Polish drink called Inca, which I used to have, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it of late. I don't drink caffeinated drinks, so anything which is non-caffeinated or decaffeinated is, you know, always appreciated by me. Herb teas and these types of drinks as well. I need to hurry up because there are a few other things I need to do, and then I will resume my broadcast a bit later. But presently I'm really pushed both for this mission and time. That was useful, saved me time and effort. Where's he gone? On the wrong way. No, it's not the right way. Still one left in there. Oh, still 10 to go. My god. When am I going to get them? Infoskillex98 is here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming to my channel, also for watching this broadcast, for being a part of our community. Thank you. Hope you'll enjoy the channel and some of the firefights. At the moment I'm doing this mission, which is called Gather Taken Chrono Shards, and it's been taking me already a couple of hours, I think. So a bit annoying considering it looked very easy, but actually finding Chrono Shards has not been as easy. And A bit like that Dreadnought Patrol with alien flakes. The same sort of thing is present in here, which means in here for a long grind in order to complete. So it's really annoying. They're beginning to respawn. Were there any? None. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Just what we wanted to see. If you're wondering as to why I'm doing this, I'm collecting Chrono Shards. The mission's called Gather the Chrono Shards, and really they're, you know, hard to come by. So I'm doing my best to get as many of, you know, them as possible and as quickly as possible, but really I'm failing. It's taking a long, taking forever. Info Skillex says, I'm familiar with this mission, I'm playing this one too. Yeah, it's taking a long while, that's the only trouble, you know. Wrong way again. Back to square one. Well, not really, but you know. Captain got away. as banners we got from him. My dear friends, I have to discontinue the broadcast for about 20 minutes or so. There are a few things I need to do here. I got a few messages which I need to respond to, and a couple of telephone calls that come in as we were obviously doing this broadcast. So we'll take a break of about 15 to 20 minutes, and I will end this broadcast, and then I will resume as the continuation of the same mission and the same basically section of the game. So let's have a break of about 15 minutes, and then we'll all come back and we'll carry on as usual. I've got to make these calls, and I've got to really finish off a few things before 5 o'clock. But as I said, I'm hoping to be able to do that in about 15 minutes or so. So thank you all very much for coming, for watching my stream, for being members of our community. Thank you for your offers, for your communication, for all the tips which we've heard. It's been a busy afternoon, quite a few people came in, and we will continue in, I'd say, probably between 15 to 20 minutes. I will resume as soon as I can. So until then, I wish you all a very, very good afternoon, and then we'll resume in about 15 to 20 minutes.